This video is the second part of this series, where I try and beat all of the Walking Zombie 2 without using any guns. In the last video, I only had to do 15 quests, but in this video there's at least 70 quests, which is seen by the fact that the first video has only 1 hour of footage, and this one has 8. This was also a lot harder due to the fact that Springfield adds enemies such as the bandits, pukers, and QB zombies. So let's see if you can beat the Walking Zombie 2 without using any guns. When I first got to Springfield, I checked the market. There, I bought a baseball bat with nails, which is much better than the knife I had gotten at the start of the last video. I then talked to Jeff to complete some of his quests. The quests he makes us do are very easy, just getting parts for a car. While doing this, I came across 2 new zombies that were pretty challenging to kill. Firstly, the zombie bats. They aren't the worst, but they are still pretty bad. The way that I dealt with them was attacking them until I noticed that they were starting their attack animation. I then would back up, then I would just repeat these steps over and over. Another new zombie was the puker. These guys are no problem to kill when they are isolated, but when they are among a group of zombies, it gets annoying. The strategy I used to kill them was getting them in range where they no longer throw puke and just try and slap you. When they would start their attack animation, I would back up, and when they were done, I would get in their face again. Aside from those 2 new zombies, Jeff's questline was pretty easy and straightforward. After I completed Jeff's questline, I did the drunkards. While doing his questline, I encountered the first QB zombies. I almost died because of them, which made me realize I need to start upgrading my health and defense more. While doing his questline, I also had to kill a bunch of zombies with a pitchfork, which fitted this challenge very well. The rest of the quests were nothing burgers and very easy. I then talked to the mayor. He just wanted me to kill a bunch of zombies. During the first mission, I was meant to use a mounted gun, but I was able to exit it and kill all the zombies with my bat. In the next quest, there was a QB zombie, but I was able to use an exploding barrel to kill him easily. The mission after that, I was told to control a gun on top of a moving car, but instead I just let the car drive me to the area I needed to go, then get out and kill all the zombies without using any of those evil guns. It was not too much harder, but it did take a lot longer than it would with using guns. The next mission was one of the worst of Springfield. At the start of the mission, all I needed to do was clear out some zombies with my bat, but at the end of the mission, I needed to use a grenade launcher to kill 100 zombies. The only way to do this without using the grenade launcher was bombs. I lost the first time, which made me waste 20 bombs. This made me realize that bombs would most likely be my main expense in this challenge, due to the fact that they have ranged capabilities and I wouldn't count them as guns. I don't think anybody would. I tried to grind some of Ace's quests for levels and coins, but after a little while I got bored and just spent gold coins to refresh the trader to get plenty of bombs. With these bombs, I was able to finally beat this mission. Although I was able to complete this mission with only a slight setback, it still scared me for the future of this challenge. The mission right after, I was told to use a sniper rifle to defend a bus. When I tried to use bombs instead of the rifle, they came just a little bit short of the zombies, meaning that this is the 3rd time that I was required to use guns in this challenge. After I defended the first wave, the first boss of Springfield shows up. Pretty Boy. You are instructed to find powerful weapons to take Pretty Boy out, but I discovered that all you really needed were bombs. Surprisingly, he went down very easy, taking only like 4 bombs. This is so far the hardest storyline in the game, but it was going to be decrowned very soon. After finishing the first set of the mayor's quests, I started Chuck's first story. In the first quest, I was meant to use a mounted rocket launcher, but instead, I just used my bat, as always. While doing this mission, I found out how to kill QB zombies without taking any damage, which is extremely helpful. All you need to do is hit them once and then back up. The only problem is if you get hit once, you cannot keep doing this, and just need to stand still and try and kill him as fast as possible. While doing his questline, I was kidnapped by aliens, meaning that I was able to start their questline soon too. To be honest, the alien questline is one of my favorites and deserves to be talked about more. The rest of his quests were pretty simple. After finding Ruby, I started her quest. This only took around 2 minutes, so I started Andrew's. This is my absolute favorite storyline. I love the zombie god and how the cult is betrayed. The only difficult quest here is the actual boss fight against the zombie god. I tried to use my bat, but it did not have enough range, so I just bombed him. It took way more bombs than Pretty Boy, which honestly concerns me for the future. After finishing my favorite storyline in the game, I did Chuck's other storyline. The one where he needs to build him a home and then save Springfield from Rocket. Building the house was easy, but the rocket-related quests were not. It was the first time I needed to deal with bandits. They were easy to deal with one at a time, but really annoying and difficult to kill in groups, which is what they normally are in. Bandits were my main concern for this challenge, and these quests were really affirming me that they were going to be hell to deal with. Rocket's boss fight wasn't too bad because I was able to find a strategy that let me dodge all of his attacks. Overall, this was the hardest storyline so far, dethroning the mayor's quests with Pretty Boy. Next up was some more mayor quests. I did one, then took a break to check out the open world I had recently gained access to. I was thinking that I could use the traders from all of the lootable areas for more bombs, but I found out all the open world areas share the same trader, so that means I have only one more trader available at this point. I did the quests for the open world, then continued the mayor's quests. The first few were easy, just getting him a car, but then we started beef with the bandits, and of course, I was the one who had to suffer. During the mission with the bandits, I was meant to use a mounted grenade launcher, but you guessed it, I just exited it and killed the bandits with my bat. There were a couple of them on ledges that I had to use grenades to kill, but besides that, the quest was pretty straightforward. When I got done with those quests, I started Luke's. In the first quest, I was supposed to use a mounted gun to kill a horde of zombies, but I was able to cheese it by killing them through an invisible wall, meaning I did not take any damage. The rest of his quests were no problem. Right after his quest line, you were supposed to wait a little while before finding out that the farm that we helped make operational again had been burned down. But for some reason, I was able to do it straight away. This mission was also very easy though. After that, I started Tony's missions. These are so boring in my opinion. They seem repetitive, although that might just be because I find them pointless for the storyline. Most of these missions were easy and only had me killing zombies, such as the missions where I need to find booze, solar panels, finding out why packages were not coming in, and trying to find an area to connect Springfield with the outside world for trade. But one of his missions, I needed to save a stash and kill bandits in close quarters, which was pretty challenging. In another mission, I needed to build a bridge in sewers, but a pro puker was on the other side. I needed to have a face-off with him to eventually kill him. When I was done with Tony's quests for the moment, I did the alien quest line. While doing the first mission, I encountered my first hazmat zombie. I had a feeling that the zombie was going to be a problem later on in this challenge. The mission after, I needed to kill a secret camera thingy, but the only way I was able to hit it was with grenades. At the end of this quest, you are able to get free skill points from the aliens, but only if you have a high enough speech level, which I did not. This brings up the question, what have I been using my skill points on as I level up? At first, I got melee weapons to level 100. I then upgraded my health to level 100. Then, I started upgrading my critical attacks with the goal of hitting level 100 as well. After the aliens, I did some more mayor missions. First, I needed to hide a dead body. Besides the billions of zombies, the mission was pretty straightforward. I then needed to help the mayor build a wall, which involved making a deal with the bandits that went south, making me need to deal with the killing bandits for the rest of the quest line. Great. In one of the missions, I needed to blow up the bandit supplies. The only way I could do this was by using a gun, meaning that this is the fourth time using a gun is the only way to progress. On the last mission for this questline, you are meant to use a rocket launcher to kill the bandits, but instead, I just used my bat as always. In the same mission, you need to use the rocket launcher to blow up different blockades. I tried using my bat and explosives, but they never worked, meaning that this is the fifth time you are required to use guns. There were also times I had to get creative to kill bandits that were in areas that were hard to reach with my bat. After a little bit of time and a lot of bandages, I was able to complete the quest, meaning that this questline was so far the least doable without guns. After destroying the bandits, I am able to start the other questline from Tony. In one mission, I was able to use the chainsaw, which was fun. It also made me realize how weak my bat was. It was only doing 60 damage with a headshot, and took 3 hits to kill the weakest zombies in the game. This made me look forward to reaching City of the Sun and getting new weapons. For the rest of Tony's quests, I just needed to help build a tunnel, which was extremely boring. The only mission that I had to use my brain for was when the bandits invaded the tunnel and I had to dispose of them. This was surprisingly very hard. I have no idea why, it might just be because I was tired of this questline at this point. After finishing all of Tony's quests, I did the waitresses. These are some pretty fun quests. I find that my favorite quest lines are the ones that are not related to the main story, the plant god, aliens, and this one, just to name a few. This storyline was very easy. One particularly fun mission was the one where you need to look back at your past. Such an interesting idea, and I think it is done perfectly. After completing that great storyline, I started Rubies. This is the last storyline in Springfield. In this storyline, I was required to kill a fair bit of bandits. To be more specific, guards for the mayor, because this is the storyline where you take down the mayor. One quest was very annoying. I had to kill like a billion zombies. Another quest, I needed to kill the entire population of bandits. Some bandits were on the roof of a building, so I needed to take them out with grenades, which took an embarrassingly long time. I then killed the mayor. Surprisingly easy. I didn't even take any damage. I just needed to use the same strategy that I used to take out normal bandits. The last thing I did was download the backup files from the science base, which was extremely easy. Well, there it is. Beating every Springfield quest with only using melee weapons. In total, I need to use guns only one time to kill something, and 2 times to do other things. This was definitely a big jump up from Woodlands, but I have a feeling that the City of the Sun will be on a whole nother level. I hope you enjoyed this video. The gameplay alone was almost 8 hours, and the editing was another 7. So if you liked the video, or even subscribed, that would mean a lot. Thank you, and goodbye.